Welcome back to the Nottingham Forest save, where yes, we are second in the Premier League. Your eyes do not deceive you. We could yet drop to third if Liverpool win their game in hand. Aston Villa could come to within a point of us if they win their game in hand, although potentially... there are plenty of other sides that are on 26, so potentially that game in hand could be them playing each other. We start today with a game against Watford at home. Watford are 19th and in the relegation zone. No, that's a lie. They're 15th and not in the relegation zone. For some reason I thought they were 19th. Regardless, still going to be probably a pretty difficult game. Then we've got an FA Cup quarter-final at home against Manchester City. Pretty big result if we can get one there, wouldn't it? And then Leicester City at home as well. So 3 straight home games, actually, which is quite rare. And we do need some home clean sheets for the board. Somehow, whilst we're second in the Premier League with Nottingham Forest in the second season, the board are like, nah, 74 manager rating for you. We're kind of doing a bit better than that, if we're honest, lads. But we'll wait and see. If we can mathematically ensure that we will finish above mid-table, which is where the domestic success tab wants us to be, then hopefully our manager rating will start to go up a little bit. But we did beat Manchester City yesterday, of course, by 2-0. So we do have previous against them. We beat them by 1-0 in the other game this season as well. So the track record is with us. So potentially an FA Cup semi-final on the cards. Maxwell Cornet has been spectacular when called upon off the bench. And I'm really finding it hard to not throw him into the starting lineup every week now. And I think, moving forward, he is going to start ahead of Taiwo alongside Gonzalo Ramos. Because I just can't quite justify not having him in the team, can I really? Other than that change, though, we are at full strength for the game against Watford. So 3 points should very much be on the way, provided everything goes as straightforwardly as it should do at the City ground. Unai Simon, in a played game, is yet to concede a goal for me. 3 played games yesterday, 3 clean sheets. Did concede 1 in a sim against Palace, but I'm not in control there. Right, I'm going to go make sure Watford's lineup is as it should be. And you guys are going to drop the video a like, aren't you? And you're going to make sure you subscribe to the channel. And you'll tick that notification bell so you make sure you never miss another video. See? Everyone's happy. Right, I'll see you in the game against Watford. 4-5-1 or 4-1-4-1, whichever way you determine that particular formation. For Watford here. Maduka Okoye in goal again. Femenia, Sierralta, Samir and Kamara as their back four with Edo Kayembe sat holding. Masopust, Lauza, Bucha and Pereira Lage as the 4 sat behind Dennis, who's a little bit unsupported up there up top, but he certainly has the pace to be able to sit a little bit deeper, get involved in the play, and then just bugger off with straight line speed. You've seen my starting lineup already, just the one change with Cornet coming in. Right, we are in the best run of form I've had in any save in any FIFA. Well, maybe not any save in any FIFA, but certainly any save in this FIFA. Potentially the best run of form we've had in any save in any FIFA. It genuinely is that good. It's right up there. Taiwo Awoniyi just trying to hold off the defenders here. Can we get a positive start? Brennan Johnson looking to beat his man. Has done exactly that. I'll drill it across the box. Hoping for an own goal or to somehow reach a man in a Forest shirt. Which sadly it doesn't. But that does. And Cornet is on the run. And somehow it's ended up at his feet. Somehow, Jacob Ramsey didn't lock onto that ball. 0-0 after 7 minutes. Nico Williams. Right, might be in trouble here. No, just a yellow card. Late, unnecessary, completely pointless. Thankfully didn't injure my player, but certainly could have done. Cornet. There's not much room here. Where do we go? I genuinely don't know. Here on the edge of the box is Jacob Ramsey. Well, they've backed off, so I'll go for it. Jacob Ramsey. Okoye makes the save. We had 2 absolute worldies yesterday in the same game, trying to get another one here. But unfortunately, Jacob Ramsey equalled by the goalkeeper. Yates intercepts that, though, and they could be in trouble again here. Brennan Johnson isn't that great at shooting, apparently. Although we kind of already knew that. Pereira Lage. Nicely worked. Little triangles. They do work nicely. Manuel Dennis. Not far away. Simon scrambling. I genuinely thought that was going to nestle in the far corner. Luckily for me, it didn't. Luckily for the goalkeeper, his clean sheet is still intact. It's the closest either side have come so far. It's the closest any side, I think, has probably come to scoring a goal against Unai Simon in a play game so far. I've overhit that. We'll try and get it back, though. Good block by Alta. Just bodies back there for Watford, doing the business defensively. Still 0-0. I'll have that, thank you. Causing themselves problems. Just overrunning it and misplacing passes. Not that I didn't then just go and misplace a pass. Brennan Johnson, Jacob Ramsey, Maxwell Cornet. Omar Richards deflected. Corner ball. Now Gonzalo Ramos is the man that normally gives us the aerial threat from corners. And he's not with us today. Ramsey down to Tanganga. Why not? A worldie from a right back. Well, he hit it well enough, and that was travelling. Good save by the keeper. 33 minutes, still 0-0, but there are chances coming, aren't there, at both ends. Christ, he hit that well. Brennan Johnson with the turn. Maxwell Cornet. They've left themselves vulnerable here, Watford. Taiwo's in. As much as Gonzalo Ramos scores goals, as much as Maxwell Cornet scores goals, Taiwo does too. He's in double figures now for the season, I think, with that as well. Little back heel nicely from Cornet to Brennan Johnson. And just a top finish from Taiwo. Strength hold off the defender. Power to bury the shot. How many goals is that for him this season? Oh, just 5 in 12. Okay, thought he'd scored more than that. Still, 5 in 12 isn't that bad a tally, to be completely honest. But certainly, we would like more from him. We might get more from him later in the game. Might get more from him now. Maxwell Cornet over the top. Taiwo force himself wide. We'll try and work the angle. Okoye at the second attempt. Gobbles it up. He's getting away from me. And Emmanuel Dennis is in. Oh, lovely 1-2. Simon probably broke his face on the post there, but able to keep it out. Not going to get a replay, unfortunately. That did look painful for the goalkeeper, but he's so determined to keep a clean sheet. Unai Simon is very, very good. But we did go for him. We isolated him because of how ridiculous he was against us in the Barcelona save. And it turns out that wasn't save specific. He just genuinely is absolutely monstrous in goal on FIFA 22. Ooh, not quite enough elevation on the cross, but we'll take our 1-0 lead in at half-time. The Watford man, and there's only 18 minutes left in the game. That's opened up for them here a little bit, though, and Sema's come off the bench to get involved coming forward. Here's Hassan Kamara. Sema again. Nico Williams trying to stick with him. Decent delivery. Can we go up, Keeps? Awkward under the challenge of Pereira Laga, I think it was. Underneath the ball. Sema will take the corner as Masopust has gone off for them and Kalu has come on. Kalu, a wide man. Here's Sema. Back to Kalu, immediately involved. Given away by his teammate. And if we can steal a second here, I'd be thrilled just to finish the game off. It's unbelievable footwork from Mangala there. Taiwo into Cornet. Ah, Taiwo, you're passing, pal. That's the reason why Maxwell Cornet is going to start ahead of you alongside Gonzalo Ramos moving forward. Tried to outbustle him there with Tanganga. Couldn't do it. Kamara powering forward. Running out of room, running out of space, running out of options, and running out of talent, evidently, as well. Now watch him still score. Get there. Couldn't quite. Kalu. Oh, into Emmanuel Dennis. Shot blocked comfortably, and Dennis was offside. Mangala. Big switch. Looking for Biancone, who's come on. Oh, Lewis Graben off the bench. Lewis Graben still. The only thing he's done all season, the only opportunity he's had all season, and he's very nearly taken it there. Oh, Taiwo. It's that eventually, in an important moment, is going to cost us. Taiwo's passing. I've been training it the entire time he's been with us, which is from day dot, and it's just not good enough. Don't keep that in, please. Thank you. That'll be the final whistle. Ooh, only a 1-0 win against Watford. Could have been more. Could have been less. Thankfully, Unai Simon gets another bloody clean sheet. Can you believe it? The man is a monster in between the sticks. Liverpool beat Chelsea, which is important because it means that one of those around us continue to drop points. It means that we stand a better chance of finishing in the top 4. Lessens our chance of winning the title, but my sights really aren't set on the title this season. Right. Ramos is going to be back now, so Graben is going to come out. Sorry, Graben. Right, Manchester City FA Cup quarter-final coming up next. The FA Cup yesterday threw up some spectacular goals. I'd love to be scoring some more like that in this FA Cup tie. At home against Manchester City, though, not going to be quite so easy. Edison, Kabore, Ake, Diaz and Cancelo. Rodri, Goretzka and De Bruyne still. Mahrez, Sterling still out wide, but Phil Foden gets the nod at centre-forward for this one, with Laporte and Orlan on the bench. Zinchenko as well. So, let's see how City get on here. Slightly different side to the one that played against us in the Premier League, but arguably just as bloody strong. The only weakness that is obvious is potentially Kabore at right back, but I have the feeling he's probably got the sort of stats that are suited to FIFA, meaning that he's going to be just as difficult to play against as anyone that was 10 ratings higher. Hopefully, oh, Jesus Christ, Raheem. Hopefully, City are really poor in this game, but I don't envisage that happening. If Sterling had got himself sent off after 3 minutes, though, that certainly would have been a helping hand. We might need a helping hand to try and get through in this one. Cup games always play different to league games, and having beaten City twice in the league, I think they might be beating me in the cup. I'm not that confident on this occasion. I'll try and get that to Cornet. He got nailed there. Absolutely crunched. We will get that out wide, and I see Johnson in the middle. Try and tuck this to Brennan Johnson again here this time. Looking through the gap. Initially away Jacob Ramsey, but it tried to play it to Ramos. My fault for misplacing the pass, and here comes City again. Sterling in behind. I could try and chop him, but I don't want to risk getting a red card. Oh, he has found Foden, but Foden was off. Simple finish, just helping it on its way to tuck it underneath the goalkeeper. And I'm torn there. I either close Sterling down and he probably squares it, which is what happens, or I let him shoot and he probably scores anyway. But he's gone for the pass. Thankfully delayed long enough that Foden couldn't hold his run. City quite easily could have been 1-0 up there, but luckily for me, they are not. We've had, since Unai Simon's come in, we've had 3 goals against us disallowed for offside. So he quite easily couldn't have a clean sheet in every game we've played with him. But we are getting, arguably, very, very fortuitous with the way that it keeps happening. That's a brilliant cross in. It's going to come to Ramos here on the edge. You should win that header. Phil Foden does well. Ramsey to Mangala. Ramsey again. He's offside there, I think, anyway. And they'll take the free kick. Nathan Ake into Leon Goretzka. And Riyad Mahrez. This is building well for City here. Omar Richards stands firm, though. And Mahrez with a rather excellent slide tackle. I don't feel comfortable here. It just doesn't feel like we're really threatening them that much. And I'm on the back foot. I'm like trying to build, failing in doing so, and then they come forward and do genuinely create something. What an interception that was from João Cancelo, because Nico Williams was away there. Julian Alvarez coming on for Phil Foden, so they are not bringing Erling on this occasion. Ramos, can I squeeze that through? Oh, what a ball! Oh! Maxwell Cornet can't turn it home. That's the sort of ball that Taiwo doesn't produce. Gonzalo Ramos with an excellent through ball, and Cornet just tried to help on his way with his right, not his left. And if he'd maybe have used his favoured foot, perhaps it might have found the back of the net. So close to the opening goal there. Out to Riyad Mahrez on nicely into De Bruyne. And look at Julian Alvarez here. I'm worried. Tangan gets to the header. Goretzka just completely flattens. No, it's going to be 1-0, isn't it? Goretzka completely flattens the man in the middle. Might well have been Mangala or Tanganga. And eventually, City have finally scored here in the FA Cup quarter-final. It might have even been Jacob. Oh, no, it was Brennan Johnson. And De Bruyne was not going to miss from there, was he? When played in, lovely first touch to open it up on his right foot. And then the finish was fairly simple from there. With less than half an hour left in the game, Manchester City have finally made the breakthrough. And Unai Simon has finally conceded a goal in a played game. But it was really well put together. And quite frankly, was unsavable in that situation. There was no way De Bruyne didn't score, was there? Into Sterling over the top. Took his time in bringing it down. Oh, lovely touch by Cancelo. And here's Julian Alvarez. And Goretzka. Oh, it's 2. Floodgates are open. City are definitely knocking us out of the FA Cup now. It's been a great run. But I think it's over. Goretzka. Oh, it's a lovely through ball. Mahrez is in. I'm quite happy to force him down the line on his right, but Goretzka inside to Rodri, quickly to Julian Alvarez. De Bruyne is making runs, who's been found, and it's 3. That's the difference. That's the difference. It's been ages since we've actually lost a played game. But, yeah, we are losing this one in style. Free kick for us here. 30 yards is too far out. We'll just lay this off. Mangala. Oh, what a ball. Oh, what a save. Omar Richards in. And Brennan Johnson offside. Excellent move from the training ground there. Omar Richards played in. And, yeah, not the closest of offside calls, was it, really? No consolation goal for us here. The same way that Newcastle were brushed aside by us in the previous round, scoreline-wise at least, although the 3-0 against them flattered us. This 3-0 against City certainly doesn't flatter them. They've been the better side. They're proving why they're top of the Premier League. We may well have beaten them twice in domestic league competition. But in the Cup, as we mentioned, the game plays slightly differently. And evidently, it's worked in City's favour on this occasion. We found ourselves lucky on a couple of occasions to get the results we have against City. So, I'm not surprised. We're more surprised... That was late. We're more surprised by the results we have gotten in the positive than we are by this result being in the negative. That's not a shock, really. And their goals were of high quality as well. We don't feel like we've been cheated out of anything there. That genuinely was just them being really bloody good. Spurs are through to the semi-finals as well. Perhaps it will be a City-Spurs fixture at Wembley. We shall wait and see who else makes it through. It's going to be either Liverpool or Villa, or Leeds or Manchester United. What a tie. Man United had Arsenal in the quarter-final. Sorry, Arsenal in the round of 16, and now Leeds in the quarter-final. Two big rivals for Manchester United. Leeds-Man United is quite a fierce derby, actually. Certainly for the Leeds fans. Right, Gonzalo Ramos is disappointed, but don't worry, mate. We can concentrate solely on the league, and if we do that, we should get Champions League football next season. Onwards and upwards, let's go and play Leicester. You need a second controller, British Gamer. When you're on that team management screen... Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh, it's the first time that's happened. Leicester City with a really capable side. Kasper Schmeichel in goal still, although he is starting to decline a little bit. Timothy Castagno on the right-hand side. Gianluca Mancini alongside Soyuncu. And then Jordi Alba still at left-back for them at 82 rated, also declining a little bit. Wilfred Ndidi alongside Mateo Kovacic, intriguingly, in their midfield. With Sergio Canales on the right. Harvey Barnes on the left. And James Maddison at cam behind Andre Kramaric. Dennis Pratt on the bench, Esri Konsa, Patson Daka, Rafa from Benfica, Luke Thomas as an option as a wing-back too. So they do have some options to go to off the bench. We're at full strength. Hopefully, Gonzalo Ramos and Maxwell Cornet will continue their great partnership in this one. And fingers crossed, we won't go back-to-back defeats. We are unbeaten in the league for a very long time. And I'd love another clean sheet as well to help with that board objective. Would put us just one away. After keeping a clean sheet against Watford, this would be clean sheet number 6 of 7, should we get it. But perhaps we'll be a little bit... Oh, that's terrible. Perhaps we'll be a little bit vulnerable, a little bit frail after that defeat to City. And maybe Leicester will look to take advantage of that. We shall find out. Certainly, Gonzalo Ramos is a player to watch. I'd absolutely agree. I don't think anybody would disagree, really, with that. Harvey Barnes trying to get the ball into the middle. Does so, but Niakate is up to deal with it. And Tanganga will make sure it's cleared. Oh, it's just no need. Yellow card for James Maddison. So unrealistic, those tackles, aren't they? Jordi Alba into Maddison. And Kramaric. Barnes again. Trying to get it down the line. Wilfred Ndidi. Nicely intercepted by Jacob Ramsey. And forward there to Brennan Johnson. Cornet's on the run. Look to feed him in. And then get across here. On this side. That was dud, wasn't it? Brennan Johnson thankfully recovers because Leicester have been dud as well. Maxwell! I did rush it, to be fair. I did rush it. Jordi Alba. Forced backwards. But indeed he's there in support. It's well worked in the end. Harvey Barnes has Leicester take their time in building the attack. Kramaric, Ndidi, Kramaric, Barnes. It's good from Leicester, but it's also decent from us. Nico Williams doing his job defensively. Still the danger is there. Barnes again. Jordi Alba. Opportunity to cross that they won't take. Played back to Wilfred Ndidi into Harvey Barnes. Played on the floor. Rafa is in. Trying to get someone in the way of it. It's fallen free so kindly for Mateo Kovacic. And no home clean sheet on this occasion. I don't really feel like that's anyone's fault in particular. We get a great block on the first effort. And it just pinballs free to Mateo Kovacic. Off the back of Mangala. Pays no attention to it. Hits him on the arse. Falls straight to Mateo Kovacic, who slams it home. Feel a bit hard done by there. Rafa. Trying to goad him into going down the line. Wasn't going to buy it. Kovacic finds him down the line. Oh, nicely done. Thankfully wide. Kind of knew that was going wide from the moment it left Maddison's foot. Thankfully, you could see that he just pulled it slightly. But Leicester building again really nicely. Still reeling on from their opening goal, to be honest. I can't believe they got it in the manner that they did, just rebounding off the backside of Mangala. Williams is in behind here. Will pull the cross back. And can Cornet get on the end of it? He can't. Mancini goes up. Mangala will look to win this, but Kramaric nods it down. Not quite had it here against Leicester. I hope it's not some sort of hangover from the City defeat, but we're not on it at the moment here in this game, and I am starting to worry slightly that perhaps our unbelievable run of form might be coming to a premature end, and at the same time it's going to drastically affect our top 4 chances because it's still so very tight in the league behind us. But we haven't had a single shot in that first half. Really need to be better. Alba away down the line. And back to Barnes, but give... Oh, Jesus Christ, Mr. Williams. Where to go? Keeps. Thank you. God, dear me. I see the space out on the left-hand side for Omar Richards right now. Oh, terrible first touch, though. Cornet brings it down, turns well. Support from Brennan Johnson. Oh, it's Gonzalo Ramos. Brennan Johnson was actually the man that made the run further forward. I thought that was Ramos. Nico Williams. Cornet comes short. Ramos is going to make the run. It's Johnson we find. Johnson who spins. Johnson who doesn't score because Mancini's in the way. It's the best we've created a move so far. And we're still 1-0 down, however, with Manchester United to play next. Fixes aren't going to get any easier between now and the end of the season. We can't afford to let this build slowly and snowball into a really terrible run of form that might see our potential league finish fall away from us. Around the corner to Harvey Barnes, picked off nicely by Tanganga. Angler, he's asking for it there, Jacob Ramsey, so I'll give it to him. Through the middle there is Brennan Johnson. And if I can lift this right, Taiwo's in. Taiwo Awani, why have you headed that, you moron? Why has he headed that? Volley into the back of the net, pal. Brennan Johnson with the delivery. Keeper's not come, so Ramos can win the header. And win it he did with quite some power, but cleared off the line by the Leicester defence. Goalkeeper well and truly beaten there. I've no idea what that pass was. This is getting a little bit FIFA-esque at the minute. That's a wonderful move, though. Pick that out! Level at the City ground. Gonzalo Ramos is going to have his goal. Thank you very much, Leicester City. 1-1 and time left. Get in. Rafa down the right-hand side. Just moments to go. And they're headed to the corner, it seems, to try and keep hold of their point, are they? Yates will intercept this. And if there's enough time added on, which there could be, we could have been away. Oh, we could have been away. If they win it now, I will be so annoyed. Guess who's annoyed? Patson Daka wins it with the last kick of the game. Oh, football is so cruel sometimes. Defeats at home against East Midlands rivals Leicester City. It is a good finish by Patson Daka. Only his 4th of the season, and the pass doesn't even make it from the centre circle to the man on the edge of the centre circle. Before the referee blows his final whistle, we have been defeated against Leicester City in classic FIFA fashion. Oh, hopefully that result is a one-off in the league in the same way that, fingers crossed, the City result was a one-off in the Cup. You can see that we are 4th now. And you can also see that Aston Villa have a game in hand. That should they win it, will draw them level on points with us. And their goal difference, much better. Because, crucially, they've been better defensively this season. Manchester City have only conceded 23 goals. Outrageous, really. It's gutting. That's gutting. Tomorrow, things get serious. Manchester United, Aston Villa, and Burnley before Brighton, Newcastle, and Everton. Just 3 episodes left. 9 games remaining in the Premier League. No more cup football to focus on. We know the job at hand. It's just a matter of whether we can do it or not. That will bring us to a close for this episode. Thank you very much indeed for watching, guys. Do drop the video a like if you enjoyed, of course, as ever. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more. Join me on Twitch and come and watch these live. And you'll see all the behind the scenes as well. But I'm not sure you want to see the behind the scenes of that because, well, it was pretty gutting. Defeat at last. Not once, but twice. Back on the wagon tomorrow. I'll see you then.